Hey guys, welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance review. Today we got somewhat of a new release from 2018 from the house of Jacques Bogart, one of my favorite classic houses for just a handful of fragrances. They make a lot, they still make fragrances to this day. Most of which I really haven't tried, nor would I be interested in, but this one was one that would complete a line that I've had all of, and that is the One Man Show line. And this is the 2018, as I mentioned, Amber Fougere One Man Show Emerald Edition. So what we'll do, as we always do, break down the fragrance into 5 parts. First, taking a look at its box and bottle presentation. Then I'm going to talk about the fragrance's notes. Then I'll mention its performance based on my experience wearing the fragrance, go over my thoughts, and then give it my overall rating. Before we jump into this review, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so. Again, we're on our way to slowly crossing 7,000, but our goal is 10,000. And each and every subscription means a lot to me, and I thank you so much to everyone who chooses to do so. If you have an Instagram, check out the Scents of South Jersey Instagram page for news and updates on the channel, photos of fragrances of my collection, and daily scent of the day story posts. And again, as I mentioned before, on an unrelated topic, if you have a TikTok, follow Sabro88. That's me and my friends savoring champagne. So let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at One Man Show Emerald Edition. Okay, as we always do, we'll start things with the presentation. Let's take a look at the box. So pretty typical One Man Show box, exactly identical to all the other ones, except this one is green and gold. So you can see it says highly concentrated right there. You got the Jacques Bogart sticker with the actual writing from the original Bogart signature. It looks the same way, the same style. One Man Show with the lines going across. You got the Bogart B there. Emerald Edition here, and has the size and concentration. It is an eau de toilette, and it is a 100 ml bottle. On the top, you don't have much going on. On the back, you just have those lines and some more brand information. On the bottom, let's see here, we've got a barcode. Do we have a batch code in here? Yes, looks like it is 18F03. If we open up the box, does it have? Yes, it does have the French wrapper inside too. So not solid box, solid box. Let's look at the bottle. Let's put this away if I can get it closed. So the bottle, standard One Man Show line bottle. I'm glad that they kept the same look. I've always liked these things. We'll see the distribution here. The sprayer is great. The bottle is super green, super like shiny green. It's almost like cartoon characteristic green, but you see the built-in sprayer, the Bogart B, One Man Show, again, size and concentration. On the bottom, you do have the etched in glass. You can see there, what does that say? Made in France, I believe. I'm surprised that it still is. And then you've got some, I think the batch code there etched into the glass as well too. So pretty decent presentation. I am a sucker for the One Man Show look of the bottle, and I do like the built-in sprayer. The color though, I'm not too crazy about. Okay, so let's talk about the notes for One Man Show Emerald Edition. In the top, you have elemi, basil, and violet. And then in the middle, or heart of the fragrance, you have cedar, nutmeg, tonka bean. And then in the base, you have leather, labdanum, and patchouli. So first thing I noticed is not nearly as many notes as, say, the original One Man Show, which was like, stuffed full of different notes. The other flankers probably slowly reduced the amount of notes, but this being the most recent, having 3 in the top, 3 in the middle, and 3 in the base for a recent release, more modern release is not uncommon. That's actually pretty normal. The ones that I noticed the most, I have no idea what elemi is. I'll sit here and never pretend like I have any idea what that is. I would say the basil, the cedar, and that's kind of it, and probably whatever, and maybe the tonka, because there is a sweetness to the fragrance. But those are the notes that I noticed, and that's all the notes that make up this fragrance. So when we talk about the performance for One Man Show, the line is known to be beast mode. The original one is insanely strong. Ruby was very strong. Gold, I haven't worn that in forever, probably since I reviewed it like a million years ago. That one was strong. Oud is very strong. This one, however, isn't as strong as the others. I noticed this one for about 6 hours, and after that, it starts to kind of fade away. So that's not fantastic, but it's not bad. And again, this is $15. So, 6 hours for $15 fragrance is not bad at all. So the performance, I would say, is just above average. Okay, so it's time for my overall thoughts on One Man Show Emerald Edition. So I have some on my hand here for the dry down, but let's spray a little bit more on a card just to get that opening again. So, you know, I avoided buying this one for a long time, initially because it was only available overseas, shipping was expensive, and I just had a gut feeling I wasn't going to like it, mainly based on the way it looks, the bright green emerald, like it sort of looks like it's some sort of prop from the Nintendo 64 game Zelda Ocarina of Time. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, but I do, and it was like shitty graphics, but awesome at the time, and the super green, everything was green, and that's what this reminds me of too. It's got that candy sweet opening, sweet apple, and then there's a little bit of spice that's probably from the cedar, and a slight greenness maybe with the basil, but the dry down is probably the only saving grace because it's a little bit woody and burnt, woody, spicy, but it's mostly resinous and sweet, and that's just what I can't get past that. And that's how Ruby was. It's not as sweet as Ruby. Ruby was overbearingly sweet, like it was disgusting, cloyingly sweet. Gold wasn't that good. I wanted to like it, didn't really love it, ended up never wearing it. I have it up for sale. I actually sold off the Ruby. Oud is decent. For a cheap Oud, that one's, I like that one. I don't have anything bad to say about that one. But the only one-man show to buy is the original, guys. The original is the best. I don't know why people don't like it. It smells soapy. It's very unique, you know what I mean? And it's inexpensive. I'm so happy they still make it. As for Emerald, sorry, I went on a tangent there. Yeah, it sort of sucks. I'm not very happy with it. I wanted to complete the line and I wanted to review it. And somebody out there, a subscriber, and you know who you are, was telling me, oh, it's like a cheap version of Czar from Van Cleef & Arpels. Guys, this is a masterpiece, and this is a dumpster fire. So there's no comparison. I sort of at the very end of the dry down get what you mean. It sort of has a woody greenness to it, but it's just such a bastardized version of what this is. And obviously, I know that it's not going to be anywhere near on the level that this is, even though this was at one point inexpensive. But this stuff is a totally different house, and the quality level just isn't there, which is why I only like a select few fragrances from the house. And that's obviously the original one-man show. That is Eau Fresh, which is an amazing discontinued. That one is a green. That one reminds me more of Czar, but a lighter one than this. And of course, Bogart Signature. Now you got Furio in there too, which I don't love, and actually I no longer own. I sold all my bottles because I never really wore it. I wasn't that big of a fan, but that wasn't terrible. You know, Ruby sucks, Gold sucks, Oud is okay. The original one is the best. This one is not the worst one-man show. That one goes to Ruby, but it's the second worst in my opinion too. The saving grace is that woody dry down. Other than that, it's a prop from Zelda's Ocarina of Time, and I'm sort of disappointed with it. I don't see myself wearing it, and it's because of the sickly sweet opening. It's just too much. It's a sweet apple. It's just very candy-like, candy green, just like the color, you know, of the bottle, just like the box. I'm glad they still have a built-in sprayer though, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend this one. Okay, let's give it my overall rating now for One-Man Show Emerald Edition by the House of Jacques Bogart. So the presentation, I don't hate the presentation. It is going to lose 3 points for the green coloring, but I guess that's what they were going for because it's emerald and emeralds are green. So we'll give it a 7 out of 10. That's the only thing that's going to hold this score up at all. As far as the performance goes, again, not terrible. You know, got to be just even keel here. 6 hours is, for the money, not bad at all. So 6 out of 10. And for the performance, and the scent is a 3 out of 10 because A, it's not good at all. B, there's that little woody burnt spiciness at the end that's not terrible, and that's what I sort of enjoyed. That's what I wanted to compare to this. That's what made me go buy this scent. But overall, not a good scent. So 3 out of 10 for the scent, which is going to bring the overall rating for One-Man Show Emerald Edition from me to a 5 out of 10. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up. That is my review of One-Man Show Emerald Edition by the House of Jacques Bogart. So please let me know. What is your favorite one-man show? Is it the original like me, or do you prefer other ones? Do you hate the line? Do you love the line? Have you tried Emerald? It's now readily available for very little money, so not a big deal that I don't like it. I just really wanted to get it to review it, and I thought maybe, what the hell, I'll try it. If it's a cheap Czar, I'll be excited. It wasn't. It was terrible. So anyway, let me know in the comment section, what do you think of Emerald? Do you like it? You know I love all the interaction, and I appreciate it when you guys comment. I love to talk to you guys about the fragrances. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow the Instagram page, follow the TikTok page, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.